So with next week being Thanksgiving, we're not going to be meeting together. And then the following Thursday is going to be our 10th and final session just 2 days before your test date. So as a result, we're going to be very strategic about what we're going to do for your homework assignments in these next 2 weeks. So notice you're going to be submitting your week 9 homework next Wednesday by 11:59 p.m., which includes the practice test that the facilitator just laid out for you. And then we're right here regarding what you're going to do for your week 10 homework. So obviously we don't expect you to do anything on Thanksgiving Day. We wouldn't want you to, but the following day, Friday, we want you to actually go through the instruction on your own asynchronously. So what that looks like is you go back to the home page here. You scroll down and you're going to see the week 10 instruction that you're going to go through on your own. So notice that this covers geometry and trigonometry, which are these 6 themes from your table of contents. Now remember, it's really important as you go through each theme, I would definitely check it off. It's pretty satisfying and it also lets you know where you're at in the grand scheme of the 36 themes. So just like you've been doing with the facilitator these last several weeks, you'll first go through the Mind Mastery Strategy of the Week. It's just 59 seconds long. It's a really good one, in my opinion. And then you'll go through each of the themes on your own. So for example, you'll click here, it's area and volume. You'll go ahead and click on the question right here. It's also located under files. However, notice when I click files, now it downloads up here, which I think is a little bit inconvenient. You could also right click and choose open link in new tab, which we'll look at in just a moment. However, we made it a little bit easier for you. You just click here and it opens up. So you would attempt the question just like you would in class. You know you normally get about a minute and a half, but you don't necessarily have to time yourself. You can if you want, but you'll attempt the question and then you'll watch, in this case, almost a 4-minute video on my instruction for that theme. You'll do the same thing for the next theme and each of the remaining themes, 6 in total, which should take you, as you know, just under an hour in total, just like a regular class. Now let's go back to where we were with the week 9 assignment, what to do for week 10, which we just looked at. And let's look at this sample practice schedule. So just like I mentioned with files, you'd right click, open in new tab. We'll go here. And so we already said Friday is going to be your instruction day. Then I would do your day 1 homework on Saturday, day 2 on Sunday, day 3 on Monday, day 4 on Tuesday, day 5 on Wednesday, and then you're ready to submit your week 10 homework right here by 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday. And just like I mentioned, we have 4 days of homework for math for week 10, unlike the current week of homework that you're about to complete, which is only 3 days of assignments on our software because one of your days is a full practice test, as the facilitator just explained. And we can see that on your goal tracking sheet as well. Week 9, the full practice test and just 3 days of math assignments, whereas week 10 is going to be 4 math assignments. So you may be thinking, well, if you're going to go through all the instruction on your own, the homework assignments, so that it's complete by the final class, well, what are we going to do during the final class? And that's a good question. It's going to be very beneficial because we're going to just drill you on various themes from the reading and writing and from the math. It's going to be essentially a big review 2 days before the big day, which we felt would be much better than having you do your week 10 instruction 2 days before the test and only having 1 day to do some practices. Plus, we always like the day before the test to be dedicated to just resting up and knowing that you've done everything you can to prepare for the test, and then you can crush it on the following day. And remember, you got this.